Well, I'm gonna hope 17 minutes of taping time will do me. Hey, here on Saturday, June the 1st, we're starting a whole new month. Uh, and my friend Gail did actually start. I don't know if he's posted a video. I don't know if he's entered today's question yet or not. But he did. He did, when he watched my video, he realized. I didn't know if you were doing it on purpose for some reason. Just to, like, maybe be answering different questions, or, I don't know. But, like, as someone who's worked overnights, the overnight shift for 17 fucking years, I don't know what day it is. The month, the year, like, whatever. Like, where am I? Who am I? What am I doing? I would say, it's like when you move into the next year and you keep writing the last year on your check. Nobody writes checks anymore. That's boomer talk. So, okay, boomer. Nobody knows what a check is anymore. I mean, certain places still take checks, but, like, have all the check... is there even a company that will print checks anymore? Because it used to, you get, like, Garfield on your checks and all that bullshit. Simpler times. But, yeah, I don't know. I was awake at some point yesterday, and then crashed the fuck out. Like, I was awake a couple times, just kind of like to wake up and kind of shake my head and like, okay, maybe I'm awake now, and then pass right back out. And it's like, I slept until 11 a.m. this morning. It was like 11. And I was like, that's a.m., right? Like, I didn't just completely... that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying about not knowing what time it is, not knowing what day it is. It's like, I do that so often, especially on my weekend, if I don't have plans, if I'm not going anywhere, if I'm not doing anything. Because it's like, I will just crash out here. I don't make it to the bed, like, I'm... So when we had all that conversation last weekend about the sleep number bed at the Airbnb, it's like, it's a bed. It's a flat surface. This isn't even a flat surface. I will fall asleep here sitting up, and then I'll just wake up like, hunched over, like I've been in a fucking avalanche or some bullshit. And it's like, or, Pompeii. I'd be the guy like sleeping, jerking off, or what? Wasn't there one of them? Never mind. We don't need to talk about history right now. But yeah, it was like 11 a.m. So the day was already like mostly gone. It's like what? It's 7:30. It's 7:30 now. That is so much later than I thought it was. Oh, I've been watching stupid YouTube videos. You laugh, you lose challenges. They're not allowed to call them that anymore. Or YouTube will ban them or some dumb fucking bullshit, because YouTube's dumb fucking bullshit. I'll fucking say it and then post this video on fucking YouTube. Calling them dumb fucking bullshit. I mean, we all know. And I was thinking there was another story I was going to tell. But I don't know what that is. So, I guess I can just answer today's question from the book, June 1st. See what it is. Last concert you attended. Oi, you're asking me to think back in the thinkicles. The brain cellsicles. Okay, to be flat out honest, the first concert I ever went to, and it was my friend, I was going to say it's my friend Robert's fault, but the infamous band that I actually do like some of their music, Nickelback. That was the first concert I ever attended. And it, like, Daughtry was there. I didn't know Daughtry was going to be there. And Puddle of Mud came out before them. And I don't remember if it was someone from Nickelback or someone from Puddle of Mud came out, like, right before, I can't remember if it was right before Daughtry started singing or right when they were done with one of their songs, maybe. I think they gave him, like, a pie in the face or something. And he's like, Daughtry was like, man, you ruined my beer. So to be completely 100% honest, I do like some of Nickelback's music, you know. Robert was like, hey, you want to go to the Nickelback concert? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not, you know. It's just, I remember once on American Idol, Keith Urban talked about, you know, he'll find someone in the crowd that looks like they're not having fun, and he's like, he'll like, you know, try to sing to that one specific person or something. I would be that person because I'm not like outwardly, like everyone at the concert was like singing, you know, grooving along, dancing, whatever. I'm just sitting there in my, you know, with my hands folded, just watching the show because that's, I mean, that's what I'm there for. You know, it's just like when we went to the Dolly Stampede in Branson. Like, I don't need to get involved in any of this North versus South bullshit. Like, I'm just here to eat my chicken and watch you all, you know, ride around on the horses or whatever it is you're doing. Like, I don't need to be involved. Like, you know, and that's the way I am at you know, at the concert. But I'm just standing there. Like, it doesn't mean I'm not enjoying myself or enjoying the show or whatever. But because like my friend Robert asked me multiple times, he's like, are you enjoying the show? Are you having fun? Something like that. I can't remember. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I wasn't dancing up. I don't, you know, once again, kind of like we were, did we talk about that once? We talked about me not taking my shirt off around people, but me like singing. I feel like we've had the conversation about singing, at some point in one of these questions. I don't know. It's like I don't sing in public. I don't sing around people. You know, once again, you're welcome. And like, you know, I just keep it to myself. No one else needs to. I guess if you're looking for, you know, like a military, like instead of waterboarding, you just bring me in shirtless to sing to you, and it's like, for fuck's sake, here's all my government secrets. Make him stop. Put a shirt on. God, you know, if they don't have a cyanide pill to take, you know, which would maybe be preferable, so then you wouldn't have to remember. Just be another form of PTSD. But so yeah, like I'm just kind of that person. I just stand there. I just kind of enjoy the show. Like I'm not even standing there. We were sitting there. You know, but that just because I'm not outwardly expressing my emotions doesn't mean I'm not having fun and I'm not enjoying myself. So just remember that if you ever take me to a concert, or if we ever go together in a concert, whatever. You know, it's like just enjoying it. But probably. I mean, I don't go to many concerts. Mark was more the reason that I went to anything that I went to that had to do with concerts. We went to a Primus concert once for his brother's birthday, and it was in some small venue up in Kansas City, and it was hot as fuck in there that night. But that's all. That's mostly what I remember about it. And then we went home through. A very scary part of town at like 1 o'clock in the morning or whenever it was the concert got out or whatever. Super fun. But probably, I can't tell you specifically which act I saw last before we left, but probably the last concert that I went to was going to Bonnaroo. It's a music festival in Tennessee, I believe, with Mark, once again. He was the reason I went to that. I can't remember the last show we actually watched. I want to say it was the one afterwards. It's a music festival. And there were people passing pipes back and forth, right in front of our face. So Mark might have been feeling it a little bit after we were done out of there. I don't know. I remember the memory, so I assume I wasn't like, you know, even though I was like, I mean, I was breathing the same air, the same smoky air as everyone else. I didn't feel high, I guess. But I think back on the weekend and I'm like, I don't remember much of it, but I don't remember much of anything. So that's not like... but I remember there was some lady in security. I was filming. I was vlogging back then. And if I remember, I will post the Bonnaroo video below. And then there's like some, you know, coming home stuff. That's when we ate at the Sykeston Lambert's. But anyway, like there was a van that had Mr. T painted on the side of it, and I was filming it, and some lady in security, I think you can actually even hear her in the video, she's like, is it really that interesting? Or some, I can't remember exactly what she said, but I was like talking to her for a minute, and then I hugged her. I can't remember why I hugged her. So I was like, maybe I was a little secondhand high, at least at certain points in this Bonnaroo journey. I don't remember why I hugged her, but I remember that I hugged her. But there was a concert, and after we were done, it was night, and they had some kind of lights. Once again, I was watching the lights, so maybe I was a little secondhand high. I don't know, because we were sitting out on the grass, we were away from it, and Mark was like, he just like shoved his pizza in his mouth. he had the munchies, I guess, and he like downed this piece of pizza in like 5 seconds or whatever. But we were just kind of like sitting there on the grass and just like watching the lights, you know. That was the first at Bonnaroo was the first time I watched a guy. It was morning sometime. Mark and oh god, who was the guy that went with us? But he was never with us because he was newly single and looking to mingle with his, you know, I guess as many girls as he could. I don't know if he's looking. Oh god, I don't know. I can't think of his name. If you watch the video, you'll probably see him. If I remember to link the video below. Though he might not be in the Bonnaroo video, because he wasn't really with Mark and I much. I was just kind of following Mark around. I know there was a couple names that, like Eminem was there that year. The only concert I definitely wanted to go see, the only show I definitely wanted to go see was Alison Krauss in Union Station. And I did that, and I kind of, Mark and, I want to say Kyle, but that doesn't sound right. Followed us over there, and followed me over there, and then they went back to whatever they were doing. So I was kind of left to, you know, fend for myself in the middle of Bonnaroo. But I found my way back to him. You know, I guess the venue wasn't that big, or, I mean, you know, insider secret behind the scenes little pop up video thing. I stopped to poop on the way, so you know. Pertinent information that you needed in your life, but I found my way back to the stage where they were. But yeah, I don't remember. There was someone that we saw that was called Something for All. Like Mark liked a lot of the kind of international music, kind of thing. I can't remember who the For All people were, but that they put that in their name because it was something about. I don't know, something about, you know, their music was for all, for everybody to enjoy, or whatever. I can't remember exactly what the word was, or whatever, but for all, something like that. So it might be Bonnaroo. Like I said, I can't remember the last actual show that we went to see when we were at Bonnaroo. I have went to see the Flaming Lips a time or two with Mark, and you know the singer comes out in the giant hamster ball, and I remember one of the shows he came out. They had a screen behind the thing, and the screen opened up in the middle, and he came rolling out of like a what's the word I'm looking for? Not vagina. I'm gonna get there. Psychedelic, because it was like all different colors or whatever, and this lady laid down on the screen, and it was like he was being birthed. He came out of her vagina, you know, so, and then rolled over the crowd, and then rolled back. But, I mean, we were looking for a spot to park, and the main singer of the Flaming Lips, he was just there in the line, like, talking to people, like, cool as shit, you know? Like... He's apparent. I can't think. I don't know his name, but he's the main singer of the Flaming Lips. He was just out there. He was out there chatting with people in line. You know. So it might have been a Flaming Lips show. I can't. Like Mark would have been the last reason that I was at a concert, and you know, like I explained in one of the other videos, I haven't seen him for a while after the divorce, and not him and me. We didn't get divorced. But, you know, so I haven't seen him for, or at least hung out with him for many a year. I've seen him kind of at his job and at my job kind of in passing sort of thing, saying, hey, how's it going? kind of thing, you know. But so it's been many, many, many moons since I've been to a concert. I can tell you that right now. I've never went to a K-pop concert with Marilee at all, ever. Even if I would travel, because sometimes she'll go to Texas for them. Cause her dad lives in Texas, so she stays with him and then goes to concert. She's been to concerts in Chicago before, so I mean, if I went with her, of course, I don't know if I would trust myself to try to find my own way around Chicago, go on my own little adventures, you know, while she went to the concert, whatever, but. But yeah, it would be something. It was either Bonnaroo or a Flaming Lip show. That's all I can tell you. And it's been so many moons ago that there was one that we went to see. It might have been the same one up in the city with the psychedelic vagina and and where he was out in line talking to people. We saw there was one of the opening bands was Ariel Pink. I don't remember them. They were like trying to be artsy for art's sake or something, and I don't know. It was just weird. It was just weird. Not my thing. Not my thing. I can tell you that. not my thing. But yes, it would have been either Bonnaroo or one of the Flaming Lip shows. I don't know. I seem to remember going to some concert thing with the stage, but I can't remember who we were there to see. I don't know. But it would be one of those. I am blinking, and I've been blinking for a minute, so this may cut off on me at any time. So before that happens, I guess I will end the video, and I will say I will see you for when I see you, of course.